So it's important that you not sit all day long. You need to get up and take breaks. In our last segment, we showed you some quick stretches to do while you're sitting there. Every 30 minutes, you should be getting up very briefly at least and doing that little stretching program. Here's a little bit more stretching when you're up. So again, set the timer on your cell phone. Sure, every third time it rings for 30 minutes, get up and do these. It won't take long and you will feel so much better at the end of the day. So this is a pec stretch, a pectoralis stretch. She's going to position her arms on the door frame and she's stepping through the doorway, and she's making sure she doesn't drive her head forward. Yep, like that. And she's making sure she's not hanging on her arms. So the weight is on her legs, and she's just not hanging there. This is not a TRX exercise. It's just a stretch for the chest. Make sure you're breathing into that area, focusing on getting those muscles to let go. And you should feel it ease up as you stay there. A good 20 to 30 seconds is a good idea. Good. And now the next one that you can do is, let's just work on a standing extension. So we're going to bring our arms up over our head, and you're going to reach up for the ceiling, and you're going to press the pelvis forward. The buttocks is working, the abdominals are working, and you're not hanging on your lumbar spine. You don't just let everything go and collapse back there. This is a working position, so it should feel good. And then come back up off of that. Now, if you feel a little shaky in that position, you could put your hands down on your pelvis. Again, find the length through your spine first, and then extend backwards, making sure that chin stays in. We're not letting the head just flop backwards. Okay, so we're keeping that chin in, we're keeping energy upward, so the chest is lifting towards the ceiling and then coming out of that. The next one that you might want to do is bring both arms up over your head, and you can interlace the fingers or keep them apart, and you're going to lean to one side. And again, it's that lifting up and over. And you're trying to find space on both sides of your spine and not letting the concave side collapse. So we're lifting towards the ceiling, pressing the hips the opposite direction to really get that lift through the spine, working on keeping square to the front with the shoulders and the pelvis. Good. And then, of course, you're going to do both sides. And the knees are fairly straight. Tilting the camera, and then coming back up. Good. While you're standing is a good time to stretch your hamstrings. You can use a chair or a step in your house, anything you have that would help with elevating that leg. Some people are so tight that they cannot bend forward very far. We don't want to let the spine just collapse over when we're stretching hamstrings, okay? That's not really stretching your hamstrings. That's stretching your hamstring, okay? All you have to do is stay in that hip hinge. So we're just doing it with one leg, right? We're bending at the hip only. We are not letting the back collapse down. Good.